that was the same, and then a whole myriad of change.
But then we reconnoiter or like fold back in for DK3 on the honorables.
Okay, all right, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so where do you want to go? Do you want to get the same out of the way? Because it was a request.
Yes, it definitely was.
It was a request. So
that's a good question. It's a very good question. Because I think it's actually a pretty interesting book. Like,
I do too.
Conceptually,
yes.
We're talking about Youngblood.
Yes, we are. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. All right. So Youngblood number 2.
Yes.
So this is Bowers in Tow. Yes.
Yep.
Man, like how would you pitch this to a '90s baby who remembers what Youngblood was originally?
I don't know. Like that's it because it's such a novel concept that unless you're of this generation,
you got nothing. Yeah. You have nothing.
I would have an Uber for superheroes. But it's so brilliant because
it's such a brilliant thing though. Yeah. It is. You know, oh my God, I need help. Do 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 do. Yeah. It's almost one of those things where like you almost look at Spider-Man and go, why didn't you do this?
Yeah.
Why
oh my gosh, yeah.
Good job, Petey. Yeah. Like
Miles Morales, totally. Oh my gosh.
Right? Tony Stark even should have this app, like the Avengers app, like right now. But that's all right.
Yeah.
No, instead it's in the world that Liefeld built, which is in the Youngblood universe, and we are picking up where it's I don't know, it's like a cross-generational clash of things.
Because there's the new team starting to form,
right?
And then there's Shaft and the other I don't know,
remnants of the old team, we'll say, I think it's a very interesting sort of, you know, catch up to speed sort of thing. I mean, there have been some phenomenal creators that have actually had their hands attached to, you know, Youngblood. I mean,
people forget about them.
Right, like Alan Moore, Mark Miller, like so many high-level guys have done it. So it's kind of like taking everything that has ever been and still kind of creating something new. Yeah. Which is very cool.
Very, very cool too, because it's the characters want to use the concept of Youngblood, the name of Youngblood, but as a shell that they're going to do their own stuff in.
Exactly.
So having that thought process and people, like for characters that are actually part of the original Youngblood, that's got to be weird to them.
It's got to be really weird, man. But almost the way that it's being handled, it doesn't seem as though it's the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
It seems like this is kind of like every now and again somebody tries to recycle an idea, which I think is very meta.
Yeah.
I mean, considering how many times Youngblood has been brought back. So like I don't know. Like I think this series is actually really one of the most incredible series to feature Youngblood as a title.
Yeah, and if it's one of those things like I heckle a lot of the early Image stuff.
We all do.
It's Youngblood, Blood, the Bloodening, and stuff like that.
Blood, the Strike Back, Blood times 2. Bloodletting.
With that dude shaped like a rock.
Yabba dabba doom. Just gonna say it. Just had to say it.
Yeah, I mean, there's something beautiful about it because there is this sense of they know. Yeah, it's very, very cool. I had, you know, when this book was originally first solicited, I was just like, damn it, like what are my token, like 5 copies, and it turns out to be this really cool.
It's a very interesting book. It's well done, well written, well drawn.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah, like really good. So I'm interested. I mean, I find it very interesting that this happens in the same year that the Wildstorm reboot thing kind of happened. So. I don't know if it's kind of a push. I mean, 25-year anniversary for Image itself, and this, I'm calling it a thing.
I don't know, but if it's really going to be like this odd battle between the once partnered groups, as long as it keeps pumping out stuff like this quality,
we win.
Yeah, keep fighting.
We are the dubs.
Keep fighting.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, take it to the streets. Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Just take it to the
computers, to the message boards. Yes.
And USA Today.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so what did you read from Aftershock? I see you got them on deck. What did you do? What'd you do? Because you know we love them.
The title is Babyteeth.
Wait.
Aftershock, as you said.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah. Gary Brown is the dude doing the doodles.
Okay.
Donny Cates, who's coming out of nowhere.
Okay.
God Country Danny Cates.
Right.
So this woman, she's 16, so maybe girl, depending on how you want to view it.
Speaking, it could be girl. Yeah.
So she is with child.
Right.
The father disappeared, and she goes into labor.
Right.
And basically, she's pregnant with the Antichrist. So the end of the world is nigh.
No. You can't just like zoom over that. Like, what do you mean basically? Like, in summation.
Yeah, she's the mother of the end of all time. So.
Okay. All right. I'm there.
It's so cool. Like, it's so well written because it's from her point of view, and she's trying to trying to film a video or write a letter, like to my future child, here is the stuff that you don't know that I might not have been able to express to you. And
who your daddy be?
Yeah. Yeah, it is so cool. And like when you get to this one particular page, then there's like a preview for the Unholy Grail,
right,
which is another book I'm going to read in order heavily on Cthulhu, Arthurian
What, you're
legend.
going to like that?
Yeah.
No way.
It's so weird. I'm coming out of my shell. But you get to that page and you flip it,
right,
and you're totally expecting the next page, but then you're like, wait, I've already read 28 pages, and you're just like,
it sucked you in like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, those are the worst, best things to ever happen in comics. So I totally agree. Because you're just like, yes, feed. What do you mean it's over?
Like, oh, there's a preview for a book. I'm going to do the same thing too.
No, that's all. I mean, we already know. Aftershock has been killing it like completely.
Yeah.
I really love what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Like as any sort of, I don't even like. Can you call them mid-level mainstream? Is that
high
fair?
talent. The talent
right?
they've
Like that's
got
the thing.
is
Like,
ridiculous.
I mean, there are names across the board. It's not even like oh, we're just gonna put a name person on a cover. No, like across the board. So how do you? I don't know how to rate them. Like.
They're for me when they first started putting books out, it was like a couple copies here and there.
Right.
Now that they've established like no, we're image-like in the sense that we're just going to let our creators do what they want and do it to the best of their ability. They're up and coming, and they're poised to explode. Because the thing is with the way people have been feeling about a lot of the Marvel and DC stuff recently, numbers are kind of trending down for some of the stuff, but that doesn't mean that there's not really good, I almost swore, good stuff out there.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And I think like if there is any sort of real comparison, it's the artistry that Dark Horse represented in like the late 80s and early 90s that Aftershock is really bringing out right now. So yeah, I like them a lot. I like them a lot.
Good stuff.
Yes. I tackled Black Bolt #2.
Yes.
We've got Ahmed on writing and Ward on art. Obviously, I love me some Blackagar Boltagon.
Yeah.
This one, as I'm in this place, we've got Black Bolt having been captured, wakes up in this like weird prison type place. Yeah. His powers aren't working. I'm calling this Black Bolt's Planet Hulk. That's what this is. So like we're seeing him, run through a gamut of instances. He's got to figure out how he is going to still be Black Bolt amongst all this other stuff that's happening. We've got Crusher Creel is there, a Skrull is there. I know Crusher Creel.
Ain't no party like a Crusher Creel party.
The Crusher Creel party don't stop. It's so real. But like that's the thing. Like it's such an interesting mix of characters that you almost can't go wrong with it because there's no real expectation of how this is supposed to work.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm feeling very cosmic level Marvel. In that good. Familiar way though, like it's big ideas, but people that you kind of can get behind because they're just people in a big way. I think we're gonna see some interesting aspects about Black Bolt play out here because this is a guy that is the true definition of stoic. Like he's the strong, silent type, literally. Like that's what he is. But even now, like even though his powers are gone, he still operates in some of the same ways. Where like he's not really keen on talking to people, and he's a man of action. He's a man of action. So. I'm really curious as to where this is going to go. Yeah. Book 2, I'm still on board. I do want something huge to happen really soon just to see how it might affect the rest of the Marvel view. So, yeah, good stuff. I likes. All right, so what else did you read that I accidentally spoiled my book for? I'm sorry. I thought it was this. I couldn't. I know that there were variant covers. I thought maybe yours is just a variant cover.
No.
I totally snuck a spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
We'll deal with that in a moment.
Yeah.
This one, another like really perky, happy, sunshiny type book. The Unsound. It's by Boom Studios. Cullen Bunn and Jack T. Cole are doing the duties on it. So it's this person. She's a nurse, and she's just starting her very first day at her new job, where she's trying to do something that really makes a difference with the patients and the clients.
That's beautiful.
It's an insane asylum.
That is so. Wait.
Yeah. So and it just reopened. It had been closed for a little bit because of funding.
Okay.
But yeah, so she's there and she's trying to help these people, and it looks like it's ran by some evil supernatural entities.
Of course it is.
And the Red Prince is waiting for her. So
the whom?
They don't explain yet. I mean, it's just issue 1.
It's still a pretty terrible title. There is nothing good that can come out of Insane Asylum run by the Red Prince. Like that is not.
There's something.
Unless it's like an album that's about to drop. Like this. No.
Oh my.
Don't.
Okay, I won't.
Yet. Not yet. But no, that's not that's a recipe for badness. Bad things. Immediately, it must be in the works. But oh, that's awesome.
It's pretty chipper.
Yeah? Your level of chipper is not my level of chipper. Like, let that be known right now. Your level of chipper creeps me out, okay? I just want, he's still doing it. Bad feelings, bad feelings.
Yeah, so what did you read?
So, dude, I'm sorry. I thought you read it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So, Reborn number 6. Y'all know I love me some Mark. I love Greg Capullo. Shout out to Jonathan, my dude. FCO, y'all nailed it. This wraps up book 1. And as I have felt in my soul, what we have been hurt from is the fact that this has been released by issues. Yeah. Once we have it all, the glory that is will shine through. And this absolutely proved it. Once you realize what the hook is, the thing that I told you, I thought you knew. I'm so sorry. You own the shop. I thought you read it first, and
I read GWAR.
I was catching up to you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But people, get on with this because it's only book 1. In the article series in the back, Mark is boasting he wants us to go like 5 volumes.
Oh, nice.
Right. So this is, I mean, get on now. But like the idea of when this is in the human experience, breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. The explanation of all the different ways that things are coming together, and yep, I'm not crying, you're crying. You stop it.
Yeah, it's actually a really, really cool idea, and you're right. I think in terms of, because I haven't read this the final issue yet, but as everything else is leading up to it,
yes,
it's kind of like. I almost wish this would have come out like a softcover trade paperback.
Yes, yes.
Like straight to that, because it'd be kind of like you're reading your favorite novel.
Right.
But the novelist is only putting out 1 chapter at a time.
Exactly.
And then you read it and you're like, all right,
cool on, hey, you got any more than Reborns, baby? Like, I'm trying not to be out there in the streets doing that, but yeah, very much so that. That's good. All right, honorable mention wise. We've got one that is the same.
Yes.
And then totally different.
Vastly different directions.
Completely.
Yes.
What do you want to do first?
So when we filmed it, it's June 6th.
Yes.
And as many people like myself celebrate June 6th as National Slayer Day.
Yeah.
So, Repentless number 3 wraps up the trilogy. So if anybody is looking to watch a bunch of white supremacist neo-Nazis get stabbed to death, grenaded to death, shot to death, stabbed to death, I think there's some fire at one point too, by members of Slayer, and probably 32% of the dialogue is actual lyrics from Slayer songs. I highly recommend it. I mean, if you don't, you're gonna hate it, but I love it because that's me.
If you don't, you might have been one of the ones that have been mutilated in this book. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slayer ain't playing. Slayer is
brutal.
not playing.
Even by their standards, this is brutal.
Oh my God.
And I cannot wait to get my copies signed.
That's amazing. That is sheer awesome. Good job. Good job. Speaking of brutality and awesomeness, this colorful edition of The Walking Dead, this issue is poignant. There's a variant cover, like obviously this one is the Pride friendly variant cover, but there's another one that actually features Negan and folks is bowing down to him. It's for a reason.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You like that? I'm just like, Negan, people bow down for a reason.
Done. That's the pitch.
That's all you get.
That's the pitch.
Read it. Figure it out. Yes, and take pride in it.
Yeah, because they're doing a cycle of Pride Month.
Yes,
covers with Image, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And definitely check them out.
Shout out to Jesus.
Speaking of people that need Jesus, we've got GWAR, Dynamite Entertainment. It's written by McGuire and Miner, who both are members of the band.
Ironically, that is the cleanest cover that I would have expected from a GWAR.
Oh, the interiors are amazing.
Okay.
So for those of you that are not familiar with GWAR, they are actually a group of aliens that landed on Earth a while ago. They got frozen. through some interactions with early hominids, they created humans by accident. And then they were thought out by a crack dealer named Saluzzi P. Martini, and now they're managers. So anyways, that gets you up to speed. They're traveling around, and they're in their it's called a meat rocket. You can figure out that is pretty quickly. And yeah, they're ending up, something's going wrong, they're just bouncing through time and fighting stuff. It's
amazing.
It's amazing. It's not, if you get offended by anything, don't. just don't.
It's GWAR. Don't.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, yeah, it's written by two people who are incredibly smart and incredibly creative, and it's so tongue-in-cheek.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you find out the secret history of the bloody glove that you might remember from a trial that happened a little while ago, and just a whole bunch of other stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, who actually killed Kurt Cobain? You find out. Yeah, so I enjoy it, but once again, that's me.
Okay.
That's me, not you.
You say so much. Like, you just reveal and reveal. Speaking of reveals, so Batman 24, if you didn't read USA Today, technically yesterday, something major happens. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because if you read USA Today, you know exactly what it is. Why is it that they get to spoil books before they even come out?
I don't know.
Like, that's so crazy.
Or just give us a heads up. Like,
something. Obviously, if you have trouble buying this book, there's a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
But there is another Batman comic that we can discuss.
Yes, indeed. Dark Knight. Oh man, grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah.
DK3 number 9.
Yes.
We've got Frank. We've got Brian. We've got Andy.
Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus. Oh god.
That's
Man,
so
this book. I literally never would have thought that anything could have saved Dark Knight Strikes Again. Never.
And then this.
And then this happens.
This pops out.
And it works on so many levels.
Yeah.
Like, so many levels. I love the mini books.
Yes.
Those are phenomenal. I love the added, like,
this one
bit of that.
especially.
Yes. It's poignant, man. It's poignant. It's poetry. Pure poetry.
With the pictures.
Like
and it's Burger King menu.
What's interesting to me is that Frank and Brian have taken a series that is dedicated to Batman. It still very heavily focuses on Batman.
But this isn't.
It still shapes the entire DC universe, and it's so good. So good. Shout out to them for this one.
Yeah.
Like, I almost feel like we've lost a step because of how long it's taken for this to come out.
Yeah.
But now that it's here,
it's amazing. Like, it's really is makes you question what defines humanity.
Right.
And
does it have a good
and
job.
who's on what part of the power scale.
Right.
And the generational aspect, because DC really does that with the generations. In this, I want to see a team up with a couple characters that are in here. Like, just do it in Elseworlds.
Please, bring back Elseworlds. What if that happens in Rebirth? The rebirth of the Elseworlds tales.
Yes.
Come on.
It's your chance, guys.
I just want to know, like, if they do a graphic novel collection of this, will they still have the little mini books inside?
Or would there be a separate
graphic novel of little mini books, like a companion set?
I don't know.
Somebody tweet us and let us know how this is going to work, because I really need to know, because I know I was behind on the individual issues, but I'm like, I might as well wait now.
Yeah.
So I just need to know.
But some of the mini books are pretty critical for that issue in terms of reading before or reading after.
Right.
So.
Because we did have that question of, like, were you supposed to read the mini book before or after?
Yeah.
And I always like to do it, like, read the book and then go back and read the mini.
Yeah.
And I think it adds something extra to it. But if that's the case, where would they fit within a trade?
Right.
I don't know. Somebody tell us. Somebody tell me. Won't you tell me?
So we had people that won contests.
Yeah, we did. And it wasn't that singing, that's for sure.
It was not.
Let's give a shout out. Okay, so we have 2 winners, old subscriber, new subscriber. Yes. So for the old subscriber, one who has been with us for many, many moons, shout out to, drum roll, Jeremy Tyler. Shout out. Congratulations on that one. That was very awesome, very, very awesome. And of the new subscribers, the new guys, I don't even know how new was that, Shelby? Within a week?
Yeah.
So welcome, definitely welcome. See, look, it pays to be the new kid sometimes. So drum roll, please, for
Sean Richards.
Yes! Congratulations, guys. We're going to send you that awesome little care package. Some goodies, some good stuff, all the goodness, if you will. Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think, Shelby, you've already reached out to these guys?
They just need to respond back.
Okay, we just need you to respond back.
Yeah.
I know you guys are watching this episode, obviously, because you're subscribed. Yeah. And I think we're going to keep doing these, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's fun.
And, of course, you know how you can get in on this? Click the subscribe button.
Subscription.
Do it. Yeah. Do it now. You know what I'm saying? And if you really are feeling gully, join the Patreon page. Yeah. Get exclusive content. We're going to spoil something. I don't even know what we're going to spoil yet. Yeah. What are we going to spoil? You know what we're going to spoil?
We'll figure out.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. And it's going to get spoiled over there. But we thank you for being subscribers.
Yeah.